Good morning friends, myself Tony Antony. Today I stand here to taking seminar on the basis of an case study which is related to an Maruti Suzuki strike which is happening in 2012 in Manesar plant. And first we just going through the overview of the company. Maruti Suzuki India Limited is a subsidiary of the Suzuki Motors Corporation which is situated in Japan. And Maruti Suzuki India Limited has been established and cooperated in 1983. And Maruti Suzuki is an India's largest passenger car company according for over 53% of the domestic car market. And it is the first company in India mass produce and selling more than 1 million cars. And its annual export is more than 1 lakh cars in a year. And its manufacturing facilities are located in mainly 3 places, including Gargaon and Manesar and Gujarat. And it offers more than 15 brands and over 150 varieties range of the cars. And Maruti 800 is the most popular car in Maruti Suzuki. Then we going to discuss what happening in Manesar plant. And this is a day-wise report about what happening in Manesar plant. In June 4th is starting. In June 4th, the workers gone on strike at the Maruti Suzuki's Manesar plant. And in June 10, Haryana banned strike at Maruti Manesar plant. And June 13th, the 65 unions are joined strike at Maruti Manesar plant. And in June 16th, the strike at the Maruti Manesar plant called off. And in 18th July, the violence at Maruti Manesar plant. They have 96 persons are injured. And in July 28th, the tool down strike protesting the suspension of the 49 colleagues. And in August 29th, the protection against the manager's instance of the workers signing a good contract bound. And in September 13th, the Maruti starts recruiting new workers. And in October 1st, the labor's Unrest and Maruti Manesar plant ends and the sales declining of the 20.8% in September sales. And October 17th, the settlement reached all the normal production is started. And in October 21st, the fresh Maruti strike workers want to suspend contract staff to be taken back. This we can to understand this is the strike which is happening is more than 4.5 month duration. What are the causes of the strike? On the workers' demand, they have mainly indicating 4 problems. First one is different in salary pay, and second one is working conditions, and the third one is unions generally limit themselves to act as an voice of permanent employees, and the last one is demand for a new independent union. Next we going to discussing about how the strike impact on the company. The first one is operation stop for a month. I'm already told that the actual strike is happening more than 5 or 6 months, but the actual closing of the factory is near to 1 month, and its loss estimated to be over 1,500 crore. And the next one is fear of insecurity to the employees and their family. When they have a factory or the workplace have the problem faced by the employees, it's to creating and the fear of insecurity of the job. When they have the fear of insecurity of the job, the family also have the fear about the future also. And the next one is problem of lack of laborers. And in this case, they have the strike. The main impact on the company is to have not proper labor resources they had. That is one of the main reason they to stop the manufacturing or the production for 1 month. And therefore the strike is to creating a problem of lack of labor resources. And the next one is Maruti changed its recruitment policy, because the company also have to believe that the labor policy is one of the major cause of the strike. Therefore, the Maruti Suzuki is changed to recruitment its recruitment policy in the future benefits. And the last one is goodwill. When they have a strike in a company, the must have to influence of the losing of their goodwill. In the Maruti Suzuki case also, after the strike, the goodwill of the companies come to reduce, and its share value of also is to indicating that. And next we going to discuss about how the strike impact on the economy. First one is large labor unemployed. More than 1,600 people are joining from that strike, and also some people are suspended from the job, and more people have to lose their job, and some people are selfly resigning from the job also. It also indicating as a large unemployment situation in our country. Second one is GDP effect. I'm already mentioned 53% of car marketing share held by the Maruti Suzuki. Therefore, the huge loss is must affecting the GDP also. Third one is loss of country resources. And the Masuski plant is mostly using the country resources in many different ways, and the loss of the resources or the like and raw materials is make an huge loss in our country resources also. And the last one is disturbance affecting the common man, and the common man which is surrounding the area also facing and many disturbance and affecting the many different way, and also those who are to people's need and want their goods and service also, people's are to affecting the strike in different ways. Now next we going to discussing about the what is the real problem on the labor side. The first one is and separate union for Manesar. I'm already told the main cause of the strike is also and they need and separate or the new union for them, because the current union is not an proper voice of them. The second one is contract laborers less pay and no special benefits, and the permanent laborers high pay with special benefits. I'm already told the laborers also getting a problem with this different salary scale for the contract laborers and permanent laborers. The contract laborers is didn't get any special benefits, and they also get low salary package also. And the third one is what the part did we get the profit that the company earned by the exceeding the target. When the company have to achieving the target, the laborers didn't get any proper profit or the part of profit. Therefore, the laborers is telling about the proper mentioning about the ratio of the profit which is when the company is achieving the target. And the fourth one is large working hours. The normal working hours is an 8 hours, but the laborers told about the management is to telling about to working more than the 8 hours. And the last one is rupees 1,500 deducted from the every day on casual leaves. And that's also an important problem, which is the cause of the strike, which is that the every casual leaves the management deduct the 1,500 from that salary. At the same time, management side also they have to facing or indicating the different problems. The first one is new union will bring an third party or political party. The management is tell when they have new unions created, the political influence is must there. They to creating a problem in the management coordination and controlling also. And the second one is no clear demand. The management also telling that the laborers have no clear demand about the problems and its solutions. And the third one is lack of discipline, because the management is told that every laborers and the problems of the laborers they have a proper procedure for to telling to the top management. But the case of Manesar case, they have the laborers no proper disciplinary step for taking the procedures and completing the procedures. And the last one is accept and sign the good consent bond. And management also believe that the policies and rules and regulation is not good well for to uh, not good well to conducting their works and duties. Therefore, the management is to telling about to laborers must accept and sign the good consent bond for to future benefits. Next, the solutions on the basis of the viewpoint of Maruti is that the first one is Maruti shows injustice towards workers, and the second one is the strike end after over 1,000 protesting work agreed to sign the good contract bond. And next is the company agreed to take back 44 regular employees after the suspension period. And the next one is with a week the company start recruiting temporary manpower from ITIs. And the last one is the company says that the workers would not be paid last 30 days. And next, in the strike, what went wrong? First one is workers are not commodities. In the case the management is considered the workers is not based on the humanity factors. It's just done commodity based. I suggestion that the workers must be considered as a human factor. Second one is trust and confidence between the white and blue collars. White and blue collars means the employees and management. They have no proper trust and confidence between the management and the laborers in this case. The third one is strike is unethical, whereas deliberately creating fault in product is not. Strike is a right of the laborers or the ethical right of the labor, but the same time the laborers is must to handle it with an proper manner without faults in production and services and loss of the companies also. But the case is the laborers is to come and violent nature and to creating lot of losses also. And the fourth one is non necessary comments in the media. Every problem they have, the outsiders mainly focusing on the media. Therefore in this case the media have to creating more different angle of the problem and to creating manipulated newses in the case. It's also affecting the union and the management in negative ways. The last one is politics has no place in the union. I am also agree with the point because every factory have their union, but the politics have no place for the union because every political parties have to their own visions and their own objective. In they have a union with politics, they have to must have the manipulations and the objective is indicating that the politics vision space, because therefore the politics has no place in the union. And next and finally, what are the real solutions which is I'm suggested? These are the my suggestions. The first one is creating a good code of conduct should have been accepted condition. I strongly believe that the real problem of the strike is that they have no proper code of conduct. If they have a proper code of conduct, the laborers must follow in the procedure of to showing the problem. Therefore, I'm such a good code of conduct which should have an acceptable condition with the consideration of laborers and management side also. The second one is monthly meeting should help between the management and workers. They can also have not have an proper communication gap between the management and workers also as considered as one problem of the strike. They have an Therefore, the monthly meeting should help between the management and workers to creating and more satisfaction and more to creating or eliminating the problem of each one. And the third one is recruiting company should give an primary idea before recruiting them, because every company they have an recruitment policy and from the recruitment onwards the company have to consider us and the employees is an lifeblood of the company. Therefore if they have a proper communication about the primarily idea of about the job and the company and the other policies and conditions, the laborers have to facing different problem. They have I'm also suggested that the recruitment company should give an primary idea before the recruiting the laborers. And the fourth one is demand of new uni can be fulfilled if then only the uni is not political influence, because in this strike also they have a big influence of the political parties. They have an therefore I'm suggested that if the company have to creating a new union, they have to must eliminate the political influence. The fifth one is provide a basic work condition demand by the workforce. I'm already mentioned that the one suggestion is they have a monthly meeting if also this consider the working condition demand of the workforce, because workforce demand or the working condition is to creating an satisfaction of the workers to done the jobs in better way. And the last one is proper communication between HR people and laborers. I'm also believe that if the company have the strong HR team, if they have an HR people, the strike is not happening. Therefore, if they must have a lack of communication between the HR people. Therefore, I am suggesting that to creating a proper HR people and to proper creating a proper monthly meeting and proper communication with the HR people and laborers. And thank you all. I believe you all understood the topic, and thank you so much for being with me. Thank you.